Partial funding for this program has been provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Amigos is made possible by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Major funding for this program was provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Funding for Fender Philosophers was provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Funding for this program is provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
The Righteous Apples is funded by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
This program was made possible by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
The Kmart Corporation provided major funding for the original production of Learn to Read, and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting contributed funds for additional production and distribution.
This program is made possible by Martin Marietta, a worldwide aerospace electronics and information management company.
Additional funding is provided by the Military District of Washington, the National Park Service, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the National Endowment for the Arts, and by annual financial support of viewers like you.
Funding for this program has been provided in part by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by the financial support of viewers like you. This program is made possible by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting through the Central Educational Network.
This program is made possible by public television stations and in the interest of an informed public by Sperry Corporation, providing high-technology, computer-based system solutions for complex problems in business, industry, and government.
AM weather is made possible by grants from the Federal Aviation Administration. Phillips 66 Aviation Performance Centers, providing pilots with guaranteed pre-blended jet fuel at 90 locations across America. The Aircraft Owners and Pilots Association, and the AOPA Air Safety Foundation, promoting safety through continuing pilot education. And the Gorman-Rupp Company, pumps for construction, agriculture, and industry.
This program is made possible by a grant from MetLife, managing employee benefits for America's largest corporations.
And is funded in part by Unisys.
Adventure is made possible by viewers like you and by BMW. For those who find adventure in traveling by land and air at the same time.
Funding for this program was made possible by the New Jersey State Council on the Arts and the New Jersey Committee for the Humanities, a state program of the National Endowment for the Humanities.
Major funding for Alive from Off Center has been provided by the National Endowment for the Arts and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. Additional funding has been provided by the Rockefeller Foundation and this and other public television stations.
Funding for this program was provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by the annual financial support of viewers like you.
This program is made possible in part by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. Additional funding is provided by this and other public television stations.
Major funding for this series has been provided by the Annenberg CPB Project, the National Endowment for the Humanities, and the National Endowment for the Arts. With additional funding from these foundations and individuals. And by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and the annual financial support of viewers like you.
This program is made possible by this station and other public television stations. The Program Fund of the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. The National Endowment for the Arts. And Atlantic Richfield Company. Energy, chemicals, minerals.
Funding for this program was made possible by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by the annual financial support of viewers like you.
Funding for this program was provided by the LTV Corporation, producing quality products through the LTV Steel Company and the LTV Energy Products Company.
Funding for this program was also provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and viewers like you, the Lined and Harry Bradley Foundation, the John M. Olin Foundation, the Smith Richardson Foundation, and the J.M. Foundation.
Funding for this program was made possible by the Alex and Marie Manoogian Foundation, this station, and other public television stations nationwide, and the Louise Simone Fund.
Funding for this program was made possible in part by a grant from the Kermit and Mickey Schaefer Foundation. The foundation honors the memory of Kermit Schaefer, creator of radio and TV bloopers, and serves as a testimonial to his appreciation of comedy on public television. Additional funding is provided by this and other public television stations.
Corporate funding for Art of the Western World is by Movado, makers of the Movado Museum Watch, the watch-style design in the permanent collections of museums throughout the world. Additional funding for this program made possible by the financial support of viewers like you, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and the following individuals and foundations.
Austin City Limits is made possible by public television stations, with additional funding provided by a special grant from the people at Budweiser, brewing the world's largest selling beer.
Funding for this program was provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by the financial support of viewers like you.
Funding for Barney and Friends has been made possible in part by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and financial support by viewers like you.
Funding for Barney and Friends is made possible in part by Kimberly Clark, makers of Huggies diapers, baby wipes, and training packs, proud to support the development of happy babies.
Chuck E. Cheese's, where a kid can be a kid. Yeah!
With additional funding from Meade Johnson, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and viewers like you.
Presentation of this program was made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by this station and other public television stations.
Beyond Goodwill is made possible in part with financial support from the Bullitt Foundation, from George and Phyllis Young, and from viewers like you.
A World of Ideas with Bill Moyers. Funding for this program is provided by the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation, a catalyst for change. Corporate underwriting is provided by General Motors and its Chevrolet, Pontiac, Oldsmobile, Buick, Cadillac, GMC truck divisions, and GMAC. General Motors, committed to excellence.
Funding for this program is provided by Mutual of America and its family of companies, major underwriters of group pension plans and retirement savings programs. The John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation, a catalyst for change, and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Funding for this program was provided by Mutual of America and its family of companies. The John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation, a catalyst for change. The Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and by viewers like you. Combining technology and financial strength to provide employee benefit programs. The John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation, a catalyst for change. The Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and by viewers like you.
Funding for this program is provided by this station and other public television stations, and by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Major funding for Bill Moyer's Journal is provided by Mutual of America, building America's future through pension and retirement programs, encouraging dialogue and discussion. The spirit of America, Mutual of America.
Funding has also been provided by the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation, a catalyst for change, and by the Geraldine R. Dodge Foundation as part of its commitment to poetry.
Funding for Bill T. Jones, Still Here with Bill Moyers, is provided by the Fetzer Institute, proud to make possible this exploration of healing and the arts. And the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation. Corporate funding is provided by Mutual of America, building America's future through pension and retirement plans, encouraging dialogue and discussion. The spirit of America, Mutual of America.
This series is made possible by the Fetzer Institute, proud to make possible this exploration of mind-body health. Additional funding is provided by Lawrence S. Rockefeller, the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation, a catalyst for change, the Nathan Cummings Foundation, and by Mutual of America, major underwriters of group pension plans and retirement savings programs.
This program is made possible by grants from the Schumann Foundation, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the W. Alton Jones Foundation, the New Jersey State Council on the Arts, and by the financial support of viewers like you.
This special report by Bill Moyers is brought to you in part by the financial professionals of Payne Weber. Thank you, Payne Weber. Funding has also been provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and this station and other public television stations.
Major funding for the Power of the Past is provided by the Cigna companies through the Cigna Foundation. From business insurance, employee benefits, and managed health care, to pension and investment management, around the world, we get paid for results. Additional funding is provided by the Arthur Vining Davis Foundations.
Major funding for this program was provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. Additional funding was provided by the National Black Programming Consortium, the Open Society Institute, the Waterman Fund of the Philadelphia Foundation, the Pennsylvania Humanities Council, the Mid-Atlantic Arts Foundation, the Funding Exchange, and the Blum-Kovler Foundation.
Major funding for Born in the USA was provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. Additional funding was provided by the Pacific Pioneer Fund.
Funding for this program was provided by the Freeman Foundation, the Ford Foundation, the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation, the Albert Kunstadter Family Foundation, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and by annual financial support from viewers like you.
Major funding for this program was provided by the Ford Foundation. Additional funding was provided by the Victoria Foundation.